Hi, this is the Bundy Chick here, and welcome to my round 22 wrap-up of the 2025 AFL season. Let's go over it, guys. Thursday, August 7th, the MCG in Melbourne. Yeah, I did have Collingwood to beat Hawthorn, but Collingwood beat them by 64 points, 110 to 46. And then I was right about Geelong being Essendon on Friday, 8th of August at GFM HBA Stadium in Geelong. They won by 44 and 109 to 64. But I was right and said to St Kilda would beat Richmond. They won by 4 at the MCG in Melbourne, 56 to 52. I had that one right. And the next one I had wrong because Sydney Swans beat the Lions by 2 at the Gabba, 92 to 90. But I did have the Suns to beat Carlton, which they won 93 to 74. I had that right. Right. But I did pick the Dockers, but I don't know. They wasn't much they won by, but they beat Port Adelaide 92 to 86. Then Sunday, yeah, we lost by 54 points at Cooberi Group Oval, Manuka, Canberra. Giants beat us 133 to 79. And I did pick the Western Bulldogs to beat Melbourne, but they only won by 6, 105 to 99. And surprisingly, after the last game was a lot closer than I thought it would be. I picked Adelaide to beat the West Coast Eagles, but they won by 9. I had Adelaide right, the Bulldogs right, North Melbourne wrong, Dockers right, Suns right, Lions wrong. St Kilda right, Cats right, and I had Collingwood wrong, so I had 5 out of 8. Not too bad. Too shabby. Alright, let's go to round 23. Done on Friday, August 15th at 7:20pm at Marble Stadium in Melbourne. It's Essendon at 15 plays to 4-10. 11th place, St Kilda at 124. I think St Kilda could win by 10. Let's go 90 to 80 over Essendon. And then we have Fremantle playing the Lions at 8:35pm at Optus Stadium, Perth. Dockers and 4 plays $1.75. They're that low now? Ay caramba. I am going to go to Dockers. Not by much. Let's go by 5. Let's pick 85 to 80 over Brisbane. But I might be too surprised the Lions came back from a 2-point loss from the Sydney Swans last week. And this Saturday is August 16th. It's at 12:35pm at the People First Stadium in the Gold Coast. Gold Coast Suns are $1.50 and 6. Giants are an 260. Oh, I'm going to go Suns, but not by much. I'm going to go 4. 86 to 82? Yeah. And then 1:20pm, Marble Stadium, Melbourne. A 14th place at Carlton and what? Am I going to go Carlton this week? No! Port Adelaide. But it'll be close. I reckon it'll be by 6 points. Port Adelaide 96, Carlton 90. And then we have 4:15pm. This is at MCG in Melbourne. Hawthorn Hawks is 7th and $1.28. 13th Melbourne, $3.73. I will go Hawthorn in this sense, but I think they'll beat them by 30. 90 to 60, and then so, yikes. What do I do this time? My dad's going for Western, and he goes Collingwood, and they're 3-2 in Adelaide at $1.30. Adelaide's at home, but go Adelaide first, $1.39. Oh boy. I will go Adelaide just by 2. 88-86. But I wouldn't be mad if Collingwood won. And then we had 3 Sunday games. Sunday, 17th of August, North Melbourne, $1.50 went second last place. And 16th place, Richmond. We might play better this week because we're back in Tasmania, playing at Ninja Stadium in Hobart. It'll be closer than you think. I will go 10 for us, 84-74 over Richmond. And then we have 3:15 p.m. This is at SCG Sydney. Sydney's won the 10th 3-11, second Geelong to $1.37. I'm going Geelong, but I think I'm going to go by 15. Let's go 100-85. And finally, at 4:40 p.m, Western Bulldogs, the West Coast, Melbourne State, Melbourne. Dogs and Knights, $1.01. Eagles are last in 18th place at $19. Okay. Well, if somehow West Coast wins and you do put a bet on them at $19, you could be a lucky day. But I am going Western Bulldogs. They'll win by 40. 110-70. And I'm going to my tips this week. Bulldogs, Western Bulldogs, Geelong, North Melbourne, Adelaide, Hawthorn, Port Adelaide, Sun, Dockers, St Kilda. I'll go over them again. St Kilda, Dockers, Sun, Port Adelaide, Hawthorn, Adelaide, Melbourne, Geelong, and Bulldog. I hope your team gets up, and I will see you again next week on my round 23 wrap up and my tips for the last regular round of 2025 AFL season. Bye.